What is up, Fantasy Balls team managers? Here we are, week one of the fantasy baseball playoffs. Um, I haven't coughed for like 2 hours. Fuck up. Camera's on, you know. All right, so we don't have too much to cover this week, honestly. 2 games. I didn't do a testing. I didn't test to see if the mic was working. Sometimes it doesn't work. Jesus Christ. I haven't eaten since like 11 o'clock. Anyway, oh my god, it's almost 6. I gotta get my life together. Where was I? Not too much to cover this week. We really only had 2 games. I could care less about the consolation bracket. I'll do an update of that like at the end of the season when we have the like official loser and all that. So right now we really only have 2 games to cover. That would be Team Badussi versus Team Sternly and Lazy Team Name versus Team Wallach. Two kind of surprising games this week, both in their own right. Things that kind of just came at you before you knew it. We're gonna start with Badussi and Team Sternly, the closer of the 2 games. This was an interesting matchup. First of all, some great performances. Blake Snell putting up 48 points, actually went more than 5 innings in both his appearances this week, put up 6 and 7 innings. I was just looking at it a second ago. But yeah, put up 48 points in 2 pitching appearances this week. Both of them were 20-plus scoring outings. And then for Sternly, we had 51 by Acuna Jr. Another big point for Badussi is Jordan Walker, the rookie out of St. Louis. I know he was on my watch list at the beginning of the year. He was sent down for a little while. His season has really been interesting. It looks like he was sent down for like almost a month, and ever since then has really just been climbing. He put up 32, which is nice. The reason why this game was so shocking is the confidence that Jake Stern had in his boys to pull out this W. Waking up, I don't know if it was waking up. It was waking up my time. Thursday morning, right? Or is that Friday? That's Friday morning, and sending in the group chat that his pitchers were gonna make a comeback. Essentially, he said it a little more confidently. He said like, my pitchers seeing my pitchers this afternoon or whatever, and then sent a meme of them like, getting ready to fuck shit up. I forget the exact meme, but whatever. Jake came out, said that day Team Up put 101.5 points, got him the lead or close to the lead. Actually, no, definitely gave him a lead looking at the rest of the weekend. Got him in the lead, never looked back, and it's tough. Jake had quite the week here. If you look at it, 51 on Monday, 55 on Tuesday. Wednesday put up nothing. Okay, wow. Then comes back 45 on Thursday, as mentioned, 101.5 on Friday, 34 Saturday, 37 Sunday. So a real like what's what week basically, right? Both ends of the spectrum, 100 plus and an absolute like a 0. That's a tough thing. But Jake pulled out this win, right? And Team Badussi, the dark horse, the fan favorite, 24-point loss in the playoffs where they snuck in kind of towards the end of the season. They had that Cinderella run. You gotta commend them. So hats off to GM and coach manager Donlin. Absolute amazing work this season. We love to see it. Looking forward to the next season of football to see what you pull off there. It'll be a different story maybe. Who knows? And then we move over to the other matchup. Lazy Team Name taking down Team Wallach. Now, for those of you that have watched every recap that I've done, I've repeatedly over and over again and said that Eddie's team is kind of that team that, they can wow you or they can just absolutely disappoint you. And you never know what to expect. And this week, they kind of wowed you, right? They put up, what? Of the competing teams, Jesus Christ. Of the competing teams this week, top scorer, 348, right? Cameron still on a bye week put up 408, but no, he wasn't playing anybody, so nobody gives a shit. So yeah, lazy team name coming out on top over Team Wallach, the 13-6-1 team, losing to the 10-10 team, right? They're not far off in record, but you never know what you're getting with lazy team name, and it's commendable to see Eddie come out this way at the end of the season. Top scorer, Seth Lugo. I wouldn't have seen that coming. Seth Lugo, your top scorer for the week, followed by Mookie Betts. Like, some wild stuff, right? Pretty consistent week for Eddie. 22 on Monday. Griff jumped out to a lead. Held it for Monday, Tuesday. On Wednesday, Eddie put up 78 and never looked back. Put up 481 on Sunday to put the nail in the coffin. This was a good week from Eddie. And on top of that, he had a pitcher, Mike Clevenger, put up negative 16 for the week. And Zach Gallen put up negative 8. So at least Zach Gallen is one of Eddie's top pitchers. When your top pitcher putting up a negative, right? I'm assuming that's his top pitcher. I'm not going through everybody, but I'm guessing that that's his, for the season, his top pitcher. Top pitcher putting up a negative in the playoffs. You don't expect to get a W, but, Griff also had a negative week from Verlander. Ohtani. That's the pitching Ohtani. Obviously, he's not pitching. I don't know. Yeah, Ohtani only had 17, right? Griff usually, you expect a little bit more. Ohtani's been on a bit of a home run lull. But not that Griff's team played poorly. Almost put up 300, 295, right? Respectable score. Just couldn't take down lazy team name, which, you almost didn't see coming. I didn't predict anything, didn't guess it, but you almost didn't see it coming. So we got Team Badusi versus Team Wallach in the winner's consolation ladder. Right now, Team Wallach is up 17-10. Again, not that Monday's score matters that much, but I'm going to shout them out anyway. I and Cameron and I both had the bye weeks, so we now move into our first playoff matchup in the second round of 3 rounds, semifinals. We got me going up against Lazy Team Name, so that's Lazy Team Name going up against the backup bullpen catchers. And then we got Team Sternly heading up against the mean, dangerous placeholders. Again, I'm not predicting anything, but Cameron's just been so damn good recently. It's hard to imagine what's going to happen. But right now, the higher seeds are both losing. Right, Sternly is up on Cameron, 37-18. Eddie is up on me, 65-9. It's tough, but nobody knows what's going to happen. I picked up a pitcher today that put up negatives against the Reds. I thought that he'd have a chance to put up some numbers, but he put up -5. So either way, Eddie would be way ahead. His pitchers are having a pretty great day. So Eddie's killing it right now. Jake is also doing great right now for his matchup. And again, it's the playoffs. Nobody knows. Maybe the top 2 seeds go down this week. We never know what's going to happen. As a reminder to our final 4 teams, winner, same thing for fantasy football. So winner gets $225, right? That's the buy-in from everybody except for the second place person. Second place gets to keep their buy-in, right? So that's the $250 total. There's 10 of us. Everybody paid $225. The final payout would be $250, but second place gets to keep their money, right? So one of us 4 is keeping our money. One of us 4 is getting $225. We'll see who it is. We'll find out soon. and I'll communicate with that person or those people, depending on who it is, about how you will get that money. But again, we'll talk about that next week. So, best of luck to the 4 remaining teams. In the consolation ladder, I'm just going to go over it. Big Bruisers versus PED Users are losing to the Drippy Droppers 100-29 already, and then Juice Balls versus Clubhouse Space Cadets 10-1. Alec already having 100 points on Monday. He's the top scorer right now. That's kind of wild. Not that those games really matter, just decides the end of the standings, really. So that is the Week 1 playoff round update. We are moving now into the football season, right? Thursday starts football. I will, for a time being, be doing 2 updates a week, right? Because I'm not going to do football and baseball together. It'll be too long. So I will do a baseball one that'll continue to come out on Monday at the end of the matchup. I will also move into doing football. Football, I'm going to be a little more loose on, depending on my schedule, Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday. I will most likely be looking to do Wednesdays, just to try and be consistent. Tuesdays are tough for me. Don't want to do it Thursday because of the next week starting on Thursday. So I will try to be releasing them every Wednesday. Maybe even I'll try doing a Monday night after the games, depending on how that timing looks. Now that I'm in a different time zone, games end a little earlier. I might not need to go to bed right away. I'm not sure. I'll figure it out. Probably will have to go to bed right away, but regardless, we'll catch you guys next week where we will have 2 different recaps. So best of luck to everybody in the playoffs. Congrats to everybody in football. And we shall see how football season goes. Catch you next week, boys.